What up, guys? Welcome back. It's Wednesday. Things are about what they were yesterday. We saw some spicy Bitcoin price action. Did not quite, or did we? Hit a new high for the year. We'll find out here. We're going to be taking a look at all your favorite charts, Bitcoin, altcoins, etc. You may notice a white background. Let me know if you hate it or not. Put a 1 in the chat if you love it, and 2 if you hate it. We're mixing things up. You may notice I'm not wearing my shades today. We're just mixing things up. That's it. Trying to keep it fresh, see what's going on. And let's start the way we started last time. I like that. We had over 100 viewers waiting for this stream. I am honored. Uh-oh. People tuning out. That's not good. They're seeing the white chart. They're seeing no blue sunglasses, and they're peacing out. I'm just playing. Let's see. Is everything good with the stream? Something seems a little weird on my side. You have these shades. I love these blue lights. These are like the classier versions of just shades. I don't know. We'll go back to the blue shades. Don't worry. Just feeling a little different. That's right. The eyes. I have eyes. I swear. These are also laser filtering. Don't worry. You're not in danger yet. So let's see who's here. Is this AI generated, Tom? Maybe. What's up, Lee? How you doing? GT nuts. Dark screen, please. We're going to see. I might change the screen back to dark. We'll see how it goes. I'm just curious because I have noticed on Twitter, you should follow me on Twitter, when I tweet white charts, they do seem to get more impressions. I'm wondering if it's going to be the same here. Wonder if it's going to be the same with white charts on the stream. I don't know. It's not a permanent thing. Don't worry. Don't worry. Light mode. Yeah, no, it's bad. Dark screen, dark screen. Man, you guys hate the white screen. All right. All right. All right. I spoil you. I'll change it. Don't say I don't spoil you. Let's see. Let's make a copy. And we'll make it dark just for you guys. Little micro lesson here. If you want to change your chart, all you have to do is double click the candles and you can change the wick. Go to the canvas and you can change your canvas background. To have it set like mine, just change it to black. Get rid of these grid lines by setting them black or opacity to 0. Honestly, this is something I've been kind of messing with too. On the symbol, last, I've been changing it to just a static color. By default, it will change from red to green when price moves, but by changing it to one color, you get rid of that little extra emotional bit where price is going down and that thing turns red, and then it goes up, it turns green. I found that impacts my emotions more than it should. So we'll go back to the dark chart, But you guys have to hit those like buttons and subscribe because I wanted to do the white chart, but I cater to you. What's up, Dave Digital? What's up, Shrink Tech? Venom Hex. By the way, guys, we did have 2 winners from the giveaways last stream. Shout out to Elo Brown and Venom Hex, both community members winning those giveaways. That was like a total of $1,300 worth of stuff given away. Congrats to them. Send them a shout out. What's up, MVK AI Tom? Maybe. That would be cool, wouldn't it? I actually did an AI voice thing last week where I submitted hours and hours and hours of my voice, and it's calculating an AI voice for me to use. So we'll see how that goes. The ETA is 4 weeks, so it's going to be a while. AI Tom is coming. What's up, Christoph? Vanarakara, yo. Randy, how you doing, brother? Lucas, loading name, Pepito. Doesn't matter. Lout Jur. James, how you doing, man? French Toaster. I love all the green names. Loading name, Urban KO. Donato. Pickle. My brother, Pickle, is here. Steph Mees. Silent 45 Auto. Done. Let's go. I like it. Who else is here? Justin's here. Jeanette's here. Alada is here. Seems to be overexposing my head, is it? Could be the lighting. Could be no shades. Maybe no sunglasses is throwing you off. I don't know, man. JD Club, how you doing, man? Vish Hearts, B Team Crypto, Japernicus Magnus. Thank you for dark mode. I spoil you guys. I spoil you. Let's get into a little bit of what you're feeling. We do have a poll at the top of the chat. Which comes first, 30K or 50K? I want to know what you guys are thinking. Be honest. No one's going to know what you voted. Also, check out Femex, our sponsor. Great exchange. I use them daily. You see me trading live here on them all the time. No KYC. You get some bonuses using my link. Right on. Lastly, join the Discord to keep up with our live streams and our community. The chat there goes 24/7. It's a great place to be. And Friday, December 1st. We only have a few days until this month is over. We're going to take a look at that. December 1st, we'll have our second patron exclusive trading lesson, education, etc. Still time to sign up with those discounted rates. Patreon.com/TomCrown. All right, let's jump into it. New classes. These aren't new. I just wanted to mix it up. I had a white chart, but you guys threw a fit. So I changed it. No one's thrown a fit about the glasses yet. Maybe I'll change those back. We'll see. We'll see. I'm just feeling different. What is on his face? What is on my face? What's on my face? Oh, the glasses. They are on my face. I might change them. We'll get through Bitcoin. I just want to see how this goes. We thank you. I thank you more. I thank you more, friends. Thank you more. All right, let's get into something. So you may have seen me tweet Bitcoin bear market, right? Monthly looking pretty damn good, let's be real. Monthly looking pretty good. Is this a bear market? It's not like a bear market I've ever seen. Dude, my YouTube keeps freaking loading and buffering. I really, really hope you guys aren't getting it. I hope you're not getting it. I'll show you right here. Look at that. It just keeps spinning and spinning and spinning. Hopefully it's not lagging for you. Let's start here. So this is the bear market we're in. Since, let's see, the bottom in November, we're up 150% to our high. Pretty nice. January kicked our rally off. Since January, since the start of this year, we've only had 3 red months, period. May, July, and August. And I will say, it has felt like so much more. The amount of sideways price action we've seen this year is wild, but it is the perfect concoction for kind of an unprecedented rally. 50K Bitcoin is achievable by the end of this year. You guys know I've been looking, calling, waiting for 48K, basically, since Q4 of last year? So it's been over a year at this point, and we are inching closer. It is looking more likely as time goes on. And, well, that's just dandy with me. That's fine. I like it. Geez, YouTube, you're giving me all kinds of anxiety. I have to close that screen so I can't see it buffering. Pickle, shoot me a text. It's okay here. Good. I was like, shoot me a text if anything's going on. Looking at the monthly, we are up. Let's turn on another little micro lesson here. If you want your bar values, if you want your ticker in the top left, I believe it is in status line. Here it is in trading view. Double click your candles again, go to status line. You can add title. You saw Coinbase popped up there. OHLC values. So that's open, high, low, close values like those two, and bar change values. There we are. That way, in the top left, we can see this month up 9%, last month up 28.5%, and September a meager 3.97. So with 1 day and 7 hours, it does not look super likely that we will close a larger bodied candle than last month. Unfortunate. However, it is larger than September. This isn't exactly what I wanted to see. I was hoping to see something a little different here. I'd like to see those candle bodies continue to get larger because that would, I call it bubbling, but that is pretty typical of an uptrend. But I'll take these 3 months of green. What next month will provide, and we'll find out. Looking at our chart here, just on the month, we can identify 30.4K monthly resistance, not tested as support. Above us, 38.5, virtually the high, and that's coming in over here from January, February of 22. Our next upside resistance is sitting right around that 48K level from the month. We get 45, and I'm going to call that 48, and you could say upwards of 50. I know that's a big range. It's about 10%, but where this will go, I do not know. You guys know I've been looking for this all year. When we get here, we'll reevaluate. We may not be seeing the 2019 repeat where we see a strong correction, like 50% or more. That's really what that was modeled on. But we will find out as time goes, you know? At one point, everyone was looking for this. Now I feel like everyone's looking for higher, but maybe not looking for that correction. It's going to unfold in real time. Your guess is as good as mine as to how that'll play out. On the week, oh, you know what I didn't do? On Canvas, I didn't change my watermark back to white. There we are. Now we have it. On the week, we could see price really just pushing up against that monthly resistance. And actually, I didn't quite see that. I missed this, guys. I missed this a few hours ago. What was it, 9? 8 hours ago. We actually set a new 23 high. I'm a little embarrassed. I did not notice. It was just barely a higher high. We're talking the difference of $20, which is like 0.0005% away, roughly a double top, but it is a higher high, and that's actually a great thing. I didn't plan any of this, because last night when I went to bed, seeing that lower high was a little worrying. Now, it wasn't doomy, but it was a little worrying. We've been hitting higher highs consistently in this channel, and to see a lower high come in and then potentially back to the bottom of the channel was going to be a bearish signal. So that high coming in just hours ago, that is a blessing. As this has painted out, originally we were looking at this channel, and the channel is still very valid, still in play. It has been invalidated a few times by moves to the top and the bottom, but always returning back into that range. So I'm going to stick with this, but there is something I've been noticing that might be forming here. Maybe this is hopium, but maybe, just maybe it's not. Here we go. It's a little janky. I can't get an exact fit, but the concept is there. It does look, with these two touches here. Actually, this is a little lower. There we are. There we go. That all of a sudden looks way cleaner. We have our first subscriber. What's up, Rajesh Bhagat. Sorry if I didn't pronounce that right, brother. Love to have you. Be like Rajesh. Subscribe right now. Like Kenny, Chip Kwani did, Eli Farnsworth, and Teachkin. All subscribing today. Love it. Love it. All right, so back to this. We may be seeing a different pattern play out, and on very low time frames, it doesn't look valid. But when we zoom out to the day, it starts to look a lot more like a flat top. My big tip-off was yesterday's close, closing at 37,840, roughly where it was in November 25th, and roughly where it was on the 15th. So this is starting to look more and more like a flat-topped ascending pattern, like an ascending triangle. I call them flat-top triangles because I like the term. I made it up. But this is looking not too bad. This is totally speculative. We don't have the upside break, obviously, and a break of any of our lows is going to be pretty detrimental to this. We've been saying this for what feels like forever now. While we could see lower than 36.7 and this still be valid, something like this could happen, pretty much below 35.6. So November 23rd's low. If that breaks, things are looking not so hot. Of course, you might find support at 34.7. You might find support down here at the beginning low of our range, 33.3. But basically, a break of 35.6 right here, and I think we start leaning in the correction direction. Ooh, that rhymes, the correction direction. Same targets would be in play that we've been looking for. Our local low to high, basically right here, looking at the 0.5 to 618 retracement, as we typically do. I've drawn this a million times. Definitely on the table. Our first signal will be that 35.6 break if this is happening. If we zoom out farther and do the entire year's retracement, so if you're thinking the top's in, which you're welcome to do, I don't know why you think that, but if you're thinking that, doing the big retracement, and we get much lower numbers all the way down here to as low as 22K, 24 to 22K for the bigger retracement. Getting ahead of ourselves, but that all is off the table right now, but becomes on the table if we break 35.6. So things are looking decent in my opinion. I do like that ascending triangle pattern. I hope this continues to play out. Looking at the day, we have a potential long. Potentially have a long entry here. At the start of yesterday's open, we've seen this exact trade. We've hit this exact trade live over and over and over again in this range. It eventually isn't going to work, but it's been very consistent. It's been a strong long trade. We've seen this happen, what is it, over and over again. All right, right here, perfect example. We had this strong green-bodied candle, closed high, came back down, tested that daily fair value gap. Was the perfect entry. We got that one live. We actually got this one live too. We've longed almost every low here. It's pretty sweet. So potentially looking for that same pattern to play out, 37.2 potential long I'm just going to throw this up here. I don't even need to do really any other TA. This is just seeing a pattern. Looking for it to play out again with a stop basically below the wick low. We do see that 35.7. This is interesting. So our daily fair value gap again, this one is unfilled, and it would be slightly above 35.633. That would be an interesting move. Not exactly seeing this yet, but a move down to that 35.7 and then back up could be interesting, but then you get in the territory of this, which is what we're worried about, or what we're keeping our eyes open for. We have an ascending channel. We know that maybe 70, 75, 80% of the time, these break to the downside. This is in general a bearish pattern. However, Bitcoin doesn't seem to care as it keeps hitting higher highs, hit one today. So, I mean, we're probabilistic here in trading. We would still look for that downside, but every probability, nothing's 100% as I keep saying. This pattern may be bearish, but if 80% of the time it breaks to the downside, 20% of the time it breaks to the upside, and this would be the perfect setup, the slow grind to make that 20%, that low probability move. I'm still betting on that, whether it's foolish or not, I don't care. So there we go. We have a potential long placed just looking at the day. Let's crack this bad boy open. Daily pulling itself up. I like this. Money flow hitting a higher high with price. Momentum as well hitting a higher high here. Right there. VWAP coming up. Momentum moving up. This is all I wanted to see. I like that daily. Let's get down to the 12. 12 definitely a little weaker. Daily looking strong. 12 looking to roll over at this point. We see lower highs of momentum. Money flow coming on down. Breaking that low right here was our rolling over signal on the 12 hour as soon as it breached that low. You can see it continued. Though price continued up. Maybe that's bearish divergence of some kind. I don't know. Looks like we're hitting our first higher high on RSI on the 12 hour. I should have looked at this on the day. Since October 24th, we've seen only lower highs on RSI. This move right here, finally seeing a move coming back up. And that does kind of differentiate this from the rest of the highs in many ways. Let's see what this looks like. We could fit a line and say we broke a trend line, sure. We could do that. I don't think that that's really good TA, but it certainly is TA that people will look at and think is good. Let's keep moving down really quick. Let's go to the 4 hour, then the hour, and then I'm getting back to the chat. I like reading the chat. 4 hour is green, but showing signs of weakness here. Lower highs on momentum. Lower highs on money flow. VWAP trending down. I think the 4 hour is looking for some kind of retracement. So let's use our fib tool here from our low to our high. Below the 618, not what I wanted to see. Ooh, it's actually a really deep retracement. It's a 786 just to get to that daily open. So it might be better. It looks like it would be better if we don't do that. However, that's looking good though. You have a resistance here, a higher low. You move to a higher high in your range. Coming back down there to that previous resistance to test it as support. Could be a good move. But the 4 hour does not look super healthy at the moment. Hourly showing a little confliction here. It does give us that rollover sign signal, but VWAP is coming up. So that maybe does line up here with our 37.2. Doesn't look the best. Don't have any real divergence there on the hour. Let's go down again. Okay, 30-minute keeping it fresh here. We don't have the rolling over signal on the 30. We have a higher high, no breach of that high. VWAP's coming up. Momentum is slowly pinching. That's not looking bad. No divergence. Lower lows on RSI, lower lows on price. Almost done here, fam. Keep the hype going. I'm coming back to the chat in maybe 2 minutes here. 15. Got a little wavy wave, huh? 5 very slowly rolling over. All right. I'm going to throw some lines on this chart. Make it look charty. On really low time frames, this looks kind of like a bear flag. Luckily, I don't know. We don't trust bear flags or bull flags here in crypto. They just don't seem to play out. They just don't seem to play out. Maybe instead of this maybe instead of a bear flag there, we actually have more of a broadening pattern up here at the high. You can't ignore the new yearly high. Like any TA done on a low time frame is going to have to include that high right now. It's maybe the only important value on the chart at the moment, right here in this range. I can see some kind of broadening pattern here. Keep an eye on it. 1 minute. Really slowly rolling over as well. All right, so from the 1 and the 5, I'm not seeing anything super bullish. That might look like this, just kind of hanging out on this trend line. But both of them are slowly looking to roll over from negative money flow, money leaving that pair, to money returning into that pair, which is what the money flow shows us. So I think we will be looking for a retracement today, even if we are looking eventually for 37,241. I think the 0.5 is looking juicy. We usually go for the 618, but that 0.5 is looking juicy. You had a high, found buyers, lower high, sellers came in, sellers won. I could see that. Could see that. Let's see how that plays out. All right. Now that I have my compass aligned, I'm going back to the chat. Going back to the chat. Sorry, fam. We're back. Oh, we're back. 280 votes. 56% of us looking for 50K. 44% of us looking for 30. I like it. Tom will appear when 420 likes. We can do it, fam. We can do it. I don't know how many viewers there are. I close that tab, but we can get 420 likes. Alchemist says Litecoin still sucks, though. Yeah, that's fair. Tom Lennon. All right. Does anyone else know how to cut their own hair? Kempatsu, I cut my own hair. I cut my own hair all through COVID. I think this is not my own cutting, but yeah, brother. Get that. The clippers. I have adjustable clippers. It's not bad. Are we dumping more, Revy? We could. I'm looking for 37,240. Be a great bounce target. Great bounce target there. Oh, wow. This should not be here. Days, weeks, hours. There we go. Ooh, that one can be there, though. There we go. There we go. Basically looking for this yesterday's open. We have a fair value gap sitting there. Price doesn't have to come down to here, but if we continue to see downside, and I did not see anything specifically bullish, unfortunately, on our lower time frame. So, I mean, I think we might see a retrace back to that previous support, but at the moment, it does look like that is probably on the table. This is very observable price action. We've seen these higher highs hit, and then we return basically to the bottom of the channel. Something that is good about this, and there's a lot of kind of not so great going on. Something that is good about this, though, is we had a higher high, just like we had a higher high back here, right? The difference is, on all of our other attempts at this high, starting back in October, we've returned to the bottom of the channel before hitting a higher high, returning to the bottom of the channel, hitting a higher high, bottom of the channel, higher high, bottom of the channel, right? What is good potentially, what is exciting potentially, is that we've hit a high, we didn't return to the bottom of the channel, and now we've hit a higher high again. So we may be seeing our higher low, which is why I had that triangle drawn earlier, as we might be seeing an ascending triangle play out. It is potentially slowly painting, and you can see that flat top right about here. That flat top at today's daily open. That's 37 and change. Let's make this red. Then there we go. Yup. Yup. That's right. That looks right. So we're just chilling here for now. Chilling in this little potential bear flag. Not super threatening. I'm going to make this less visible because it's annoying me. I can see a lot better with these on. I'm not going to lie. Don't get used to it. Don't get used to it. These shades aren't going to stick around forever. I was just mixing it up. If you weren't here at the beginning of the stream, I actually had it on white mode and everybody hated it. So I changed it back. This is for you haters. Have some blinding light. There you go. Chinky linky. TA looking strong, brother. What's up, Chemo and Crypto? How you doing, brother? Cryptogenic dude, love the shades. Thank you. Thank you. I just woke up. You guys ever wake up and just feel like, I'm just going to do stuff different today? That's how I felt. Went to the gym. Decided I'm going to do earlier streams. Actually, that's some good alpha I can share with you guys. What's up, Dan? What's up, Maugi? Maugi, our queen. She basically made this thumbnail today. I just slapped things on it. Bitcoin orange? They are Bitcoin orange. Well, I have blue laser eyes, so they it filters out the harmful rays. You don't want to mess with them. You just got to mix it up. You just got to mix it up. Can we potentially drop to 37.2? That's exactly where I just talked about. Is the precise value that I just talked about having a long potential right there. Right here. Yesterday's open. That would be a clean trade. It's not guaranteed to come. But like I said, I haven't really seen anything super bullish on low time frames, so we very easily could return to that 37,250. I think that a trade could be made there. Not financial advice, guys. This is always just my opinion and my analysis. Does not mean that I'm correct. Does not mean that you'll make money, etc. Make your own decisions. But a trade potentially long from there using your low down here, what is this, November 27th. Using your low, wick low in November, you could potentially have a stop loss placed below it and just looking to return to that high. That gives you about a 2-to-1 risk to reward. It's not the worst trade in the world. It's not the worst trade in the world. It's a pretty good trade if it fills. I think it's a pretty good trade, honestly. Bono. Oh, yeah. Tom, I'm actually Tom's twin brother, filling in for him. He's doing some very secret, very need to know stuff right now. So I'm just his twin brother. I'm not him. We're going to look at some alts and stuff. Oh, wait, the little alpha here. So I decided to mix stuff up, but one thing specifically, it wasn't random. Going live an hour earlier. I don't know if we're going to make a habit of it, but I've noticed something, and maybe you guys also have noticed this. I want to show you. This is some very spicy kind of chart stuff that you only see when you stream live, right? It's weird. Doesn't sound true, but it's you only see this stuff when you're streaming live, and I'm about to show you why. So yesterday, let's change this to East so I don't have to do any math in my head. There we are. Yesterday. All right. There we are. That did not work, or it did, and it's just black. Giggity. There we are. That still didn't work. Okay. Right here, I'm going to put some markers on this chart for you really quick. Oh, wait, that is not correct. That's 1. I know that's correct. No, that's midnight. All right, we're looking for 13. Here we are, 13, right? 13 right there. I'm having trouble with my 13s, guys. There's the 13 ahead of us. 13. Yeah, this is still pretty good. I've noticed something. By going live at the same time every day, I've noticed something. And now I want to preface this with this correlation is certainly not going to persist forever. But at least at the moment, I've noticed something really specific. From the market open at 9:30 East to roughly 1 p.m., Bitcoin, we have seen over the last few weeks, make its move between 9:30 and 1, and then at 1 just stop. And you guys have probably felt that as we go live and then nothing happens, right? Today might be a bad example because we went live and nothing's really happening. But looking back at these, it's like yesterday we weren't live, but this rally from roughly market open, here is noon, right? And then 1 o'clock comes around, the rally stops, we retrace. It kind of just dicks around, right? Looking over here from 9 o'clock till 1. Yeah, it ended a little earlier, but we're seeing something like pretty common. Move, stop, move, stop. This one didn't really move, but move, stop. So I thought maybe if we go live at 12, we would catch a little bit more of the move. Like yesterday, I didn't stream. I actually looked at a house, and it was coming up. I was sitting there on my phone getting alerts going, maybe I can't go look at this house because I might have to stream, right? And I swear to God, I'm not exaggerating. I saw this happen, up until 1 p.m. I saw this happen. And as soon as that 1 o'clock came around, we got this red candle. And I said, this rally's probably done for today. Because we've seen this happen so often. It rallied directly up to 1 o'clock and stopped. It has nothing to do with when I stream or whatever, but just streaming consistently at the same time over the last few weeks. 1 o'clock is like the best time for people to actually be on YouTube, but has not been the best time for price action. So thought we'd mix it up. What's up, Miss Teen Crypto? Little Mama Randy in the house. How you doing? Wow. We got a lot of people here. What's up, False Flags? T7. It's called News in the Morning. Jerome Powell. True. Sure. I mean, isn't that just more of an agreement? That's why I went live early. See if we catch a little move. I got sick of the move happening, and then I go live at 1 and nothing. So I wanted to see if this would work. Knowing my luck, though, now it will run at 1, right? Now it will, like, not do anything, and then at 1 o'clock it'll move. I don't know. Just seems to be the way of the world. Shout out to Miss Teen Crypto. Pumping iron, getting in shape. We all could take a lesson out of her book. Motivation, persistence. You can go subscribe to her. She is, honestly, she's like my favorite other streamer. Right here. She loves Bitcoin. She loves Litecoin. She likes all the stuff we like. She's OG. This guy's an OG. Thank you, Johnson. What's up, Johnson John? What's up, JD? Paul O'Boyle. CherPow. Speaking of CherPow. CherPow. Speaking of CherPow. CherPow. Chairman Pale. Speaking of him. Come on. Load. Here we go. Speaking of CherPow, we have something to announce. It is not an FOMC. It's not FOMC, however. We do have a CherPow speaking at 11 a.m. Friday, December 1st. So you better be here. You better believe we're going to be covering it. It's going to be live. I'm not sure when the FOMC is. I think it is. There's one more this year. It's in December, obviously. Federal interest rate decision Wednesday, December 13th. So we'll obviously be live for that as well. But tune in Friday for the CherPow. He's going to speak. This isn't an opening remark to my knowledge, so it isn't going to be an utter nothing burger. It'll just be like mostly a nothing burger. But you never know. We're running out of time this year. There's a lot of things. This is actually very interesting. There's a lot of things that the government / the SEC has promised for this year that they have not completed. I'm not sure what to make of it. So one, we've heard CherPow and whatever his other bros, the Cher bros, talk about one more at least interest rate hike this year. So we only have one more FOMC left. So we only have one more option. They either raise it in December or they don't, right? I mean, that's the obvious outcomes. But there's just like, maybe there's more, and I would love to source this with you guys. Add in chat whatever you think. There's more. There's like just these things that were supposed to happen this year that we haven't seen complete. For instance, another one. Hopefully, well, not hopefully. You guys have probably forgotten, and I don't blame you for forgetting, because I don't like thinking about it either. But if you remember back here, what happened? The U.S. government sold the bottom, paper-handed, sold the bottom of, I think it was 1/4 of the seized Silk Road coins, something like that. They made a statement saying that they were going to sell the rest of the seized Bitcoin throughout this year. They have not made, to my knowledge, another sale. We all kind of assumed, all right, well, that was Q1. They'll probably do one in Q2, Q3, Q4, right? To my knowledge, they have not sold any more. So that means they have, what, 3/4 of that still? Maybe more? That they claimed they were going to sell before the end of the year. I think that this is kind of problematic. One, they didn't space it out. So if they do follow through with that and sell it all in December, I think that that is really going to be viewed as market manipulation. And I don't even know if that would be legal, because they said they would sell it throughout the course of the year. Not doing so and then dumping it all at once, in my opinion, and I'm not a lawyer, but that probably has some problematic things about it, right? It's like market manipulation. I don't know. You guys probably know better than me. Are they going to do it at all? Maybe this happened. Maybe they paper handed and realized that they're paper hands, and maybe they decided not to sell the rest. I have no idea. Your guess is as good as mine. But there's probably more. There's probably more things like that going on. Let's see. Where the government has made kind of end of year promises, and we haven't seen them quite play out all the way yet. Spicy. Very volatile fuel for December. I don't doubt that December will be a very volatile month for Bitcoin and really all markets. Something that would back this up. Something that would back up that claim. Look at that call on dollar. Something to back this claim up would be what's happening with the dollar. The dollar looked all but ready to rip to 109 finally. All but ready. Hasn't happened. The dollar did, however, hit our target laid out from last stream. Right here. Using the same analysis. Using our fib tool. Looking for the 0.5 to 618. This green box here. Retracement levels. Zooming in, we can see that it virtually perfectly tapped the 618. So what are we doing now? If the dollar is on the doom path, likely we will see a return roughly to the 0.5 up here, 103.4. Rejection, higher low, and then a break of the low. And then where do we go next? This could all happen in December. Things are moving very fast for markets that barely ever move. Things are moving really fast right now. The dollar's decline was pretty unexpected. Like back here, it did not look like it wanted to take a dump like this. We went over that TA. I'm not going to totally recap it. But this has been a pretty quick fall for the dollar. And when you combine that with another very slow-moving macro indicating asset, we see gold has been making some very spicy moves. This is on the daily chart off of that dollar weakness potentially, or it's the cause of the dollar weakness. I don't know. Very spicy moves here. This is a really strong retracement and run on gold. This is the kind of run that you look for all-time highs to be tested. And gold has moved exceptionally fast. Really shallow retracement, 382. Now we're up. Let's see. I haven't even looked at this since I tweeted about this. I was a little worried here. You have a really clean trend line. I was a little worried here at 2034, but it does look like gold has managed to close the day yesterday. Yesterday. I'm just going to get rid of that. Has closed the day yesterday above that trend line. I think we're looking potentially for something like this. 2061. And then I think we see an all-time high. I cannot stress this enough. This is all possible before the year ends. We could see gold hit a new all-time high this year. Actually, it already did hit a new all-time high this year. But again, with only a month remaining. If this happens, what are we likely seeing? We're likely seeing the dollar break its low. Down to that 99 level. Potentially even lower. 97.8, something like that. All of these things, based on the velocity that they've picked up this month, are possible before the end of the year. And what that means for Bitcoin, nobody knows. Anybody's guess. But what we can pretty much say confidently is that it will be spicy. December is typically a spicy time for Bitcoin. We've seen bull market tops, and we've seen bear market bottoms, I believe, in 2018. In December, typically highly volatile months with big swings. So I think it's going to get very exciting. If it's not already, are you already excited? I don't know. I think it's going to get very exciting. Bitcoin's not moving, so maybe we'll take some requests on alts. We'll look at what's moving. We're going to shout out Maria Money Hacker, Advisor New Age. Who else subscribed? Sam Sosi, Gillette. I think that's it. Is that all the new subscribers we have today? We got 600 viewers, 250 likes. Someone tipped 200 telephone poles. How you doing, Raj? My honest thoughts about H-bar, is it a good investment choice? You might have come to the wrong place. A good investment choice is going to come down to you. Do you believe in H-bar? Do you think it has a seat at the table in the future? What I think about it's irrelevant. I can give you my answer. I don't like coins unless they're proof of work with a fair origin. That's not H-bar, unfortunately. That's okay. I don't have to like coins for them to be successful. And you can even make the argument that a lot of the coins I like haven't been successful, or at least haven't been successful, I don't know, over the last few years. Maybe haven't been the best short-term investments, right? I don't have anything against H-bar more than anything else. It just doesn't fit my niche and what I look for. Orca had a crazy run. Oh yeah. This is why I love Randy. This is why I love Miss Teen Crypto. Dream girl status. Proof of work coins are superior. Music to my ears. What's that, our trend? This is looking like this. I have to let me recalibrate this low time frame. Same thing. Rolling over slowly, 1 minute. Rolled over. It's still trending up. Yeah, I'm looking for 37,950 probably during our stream. We'll see. 37,950. 950. Here we are. We're right in the middle of the channel too. Isn't that interesting? Directly in the middle of the perfectly placed channel right here on the corn. 10x on IOTA. That's a name I haven't heard in a long time. IOTA? I remember FOMOing into IOTA in like 2017, just getting wrecked. Like buying it at like the very top. I used to be a retail scrub. Just like we all are when we start. I used to suck at trading. I lost tons of money. What differentiated me from everybody else who does that is at some point I realized I was losing money and I stopped. And I said, I'm not making any more trades until I figure out what I'm doing wrong. It took me years to recover, but I did eventually. Be careful. Are we bullish or bearish? Yeah, I'm flipping a coin, bro. I'm flipping a coin. I keep moving the invalidation up. What's up, Optical Art, by the way? Shout out to Optical Art. Love this guy. Love this guy. Love Miss Teen Crypto. They're two of my faves. You can subscribe to Optical Art to get the bearish take, the bearish side of the moon. Great dude. Great dude. What's it saying? Are we bullish or what is it saying, huh? What about DGB, the best proof of work coin, says Sharknado? I mean, they're in there. DGB's in there. I don't mind. I got DGB. Can't say I bought more of it. Same with VTC. I haven't bought more of that, but I still got my bags. I'm waiting. Be careful with Solana. I was yelling about Solana forever. Be very careful with Solana. If you made gains, I'm happy for you. If you believe in Solana's future, I mean, you know, who am I to knock it? Who am I to knock it? Where did that arrow go? I just put an arrow. I think I deleted it. Looks like we broke this. Nice. Nice. Yeah, I'm not gonna get it. I'm not gonna rail on Solana. It's too easy of a target. Maybe I could just say, maybe I could put it this way. The reason I like the coins I like is because no one in the process got free coins. No one has the asset without paying for it. When you have proof of stake or pre-mined or really any other method of distribution, there's always someone or a group of people who start with an advantage. And that advantage is that they have these coins with no cost basis, and they have a lot of them, usually a crazy amount of them. What that is just selling pressure. That is the profits that you could have made being taken out of your pocket by buying coins that are pre-mined, by buying coins that people have gotten for free in this situation or scenario. You are just paying them. You're giving them money, whether you know it directly or not. You are just transferring your value to them. That's why I like Bitcoin, Litecoin, Monero, Kaspa, DOGE, DGB, Vertcoin, A lot of coins no one gets for free. Everyone paid from coin 0 to today. They're all paid for. Nobody can dump them without taking on the risk themselves. Right? That's how I see it. That's how I see it. All right, let's look at the biggest movers. I'll go back to the chat. Bitcoin is running to our target, running. What happens there? I don't know. It was looking pretty rejecty earlier. 15 minutes actually shaping up. 30-minute already looked pretty good. 45-minute looking very good. That never looks good. Hourly could be better. Nice. We have a little hourly order block here we're running into. We may see that break back test on the next hour. Let's take a peek. Snap. All right. Perfect timing. Let's see what's moving. Radix. It's weird. Radix I've seen up here at the biggest gainers many times, but never really heard anyone ask to chart it. It's odd. Luna, Terra Luna. No. We went over this. I ranted about this last stream. If you want to get wrecked, jump in with leverage to Luna C. It's Luna C. Ape is not really up. It's actually down, even though it's on the biggest gainer for the hour. There's your IOTA. All right, I see why you're looking at IOTA. We'll pull that up. I see why you're saying that. Whatever price it's at, I certainly am still underwater. That bag, I don't even, who knows where it is? Who even knows? Ooh, that's quite a pop, isn't it? What do we got today? Oh yeah, you guys can't hear the music. I put the music on my headphones today just to mix it up. Why is it not showing it? Oh, I did it wrong. 36%. Man, that looks so much bigger. This is a very old chart. I'll probably just nuke it and start a new one. What the hell? Bid ask. What is happening? Oh man. This I have PTSD from this. Whatever the highest possible price was, I'm pretty sure that's when I bought it. I guess. Monthly. Support 14 cents, resistance 24 cents. You're right there. You did break that downtrend. God, I'm not even going to pretend to like predict what will happen with this. I refuse to get excited about it. However, what you could say is most of IOTA's efficient price action is below 31 cents. Now, I wouldn't go long here personally, aiming for 31. I think that's a rough bet. Maybe it works out. But what I can say is if you can get past this resistance, this efficient price action, you have, again, like many coins, a void of efficiency above you. A big old void. And what happens when we break into those voids? Typically, we've seen coins rip through them right to the next resistance. We've seen this happen a lot even this year in the recent rallies. If you can get above 31 cents, I would be looking for 80 cents pretty quickly. Pretty quickly. Kind of concerning point is this rally went right to that monthly level. Just right to it. This is a very risky spot to go long. I'm not even going to... on really low time frames it looks all right, but isn't that just a trap, if anything? If you really had to do it, and I wouldn't play this. You could stop below your low and just be banking on it moving to the upside, right? I think the odds of this getting stopped out are extremely, extremely high. I'm going to add an alert, and I'm just going to move on. IOTA. Did not expect to see that today. Did not expect to see that. Stacks is up today. 5%, followed by RUNE. Probably going to look at RUNE. Let's look at the 7-day. Screw you, Luna. Stacks. I don't know what WeMix is. Mina looks kind of ugly on the 7-day. Thor hit that $6 target. Let's look at RUNE. Oh no. The president, the founder of Lux Algo, calling me on the phone right now. I'll have to call him back because you guys are the VIPs. That's right. Big boss man. Well, let's check back in here. Back to the high. I still can't believe we called it. Broke $3, went right to 650 and stopped. Actually, this is a really great chart to do after IOTA for one reason. I was talking about you have efficiency and price action. This is the exact same thing right here. This is all your efficiency. Nice and efficient, healthy stuff. RUNE had inefficient price action from $6.50 down to $3. And on the approach, we said, I wouldn't go long here. This is just not how I trade it. Don't go long at resistance. But if it does break $3 and can just close or hold there, we're going to go to 650 very quickly. And exactly that happened. Exactly that happened. That was a 100% move. 115% move. Broke resistance, flew up. And of course, we're at the next resistance now. This is the hard part of bullish markets and bullish trends. Is things move up, but then they move to resistance. So basically what they do is they get you hyped. They get you FOMOing. And then they put you at the highest risk price to go long. And a lot of them end up breaking up. But what it forces you to do is take a high risk trade in order to stay on the trend. Taking a long at 650 right here is really high risk. It might work out. If it does work out, RUNE could double again. We could see it move from $6 to like $11.50. Back to our high in March of 22. Possible. But the risk here is so high. You're right at resistance. It's like the least logical time to go long, at least in the Tom Crown trading playbook. What do we got? Not bad on the day. Could be better on the week, but not the worst. 12-hour looking a lot like the daily. I'm not convinced that it's going to run quite yet. Not convinced quite yet. Maybe I'll be wrong. Got an alert here. It may hit it may break 650. I don't know if it's going to go higher today. You do have a high, a low, a lower low. You cleared longs. You baited in longs. You cleared them. Now you're back up. Something like that would add up really well. Start to paint a flat top. We'll see. We'll see. Here we go. 5 minutes chilling here on the corn. On the corn. Holio. I thought I was going to put my other sunglasses on throughout the stream. I have not. People are probably tuning in just because of that. They're seeing no shades and they're like, what? What is happening? What is happening? Who is this guy? I took over Tom's channel. What's up, Lee? Bitcoin Maxi here since 17. Lee, I thought you loved Jesus Coin. You can't be a Bitcoin Maxi and love Jesus Coin. You're welcome to be whatever you want, but those two things don't. It's okay, though. You're allowed to. Everyone knows about Bitcoin, so you're spreading the word about Jesus Coin. Bless you. Well, bless you and your family as well, my friend. I appreciate you. I appreciate you being here every day. Don't mind you talking about Jesus Coin. Everyone's welcome to love whatever they love, right? I can't change your minds. I just tell you what I love. It's like this. It's just everything I do. I'm not trying to change anyone's mind. I'm not trying to convince you guys of anything. I hope that that stands out in this channel, and I hope that you can feel that when you watch. I'm not trying to convince you guys of anything. The only thing I'm convincing you guys of is, one, subscribe to the channel and like the stream, and maybe join the Discord, right? Those are the only things I'm trying to convince anybody of. I don't need to convince you to go long or short or buy Bitcoin or don't, or hate something, or like, I don't care. I know I'm not going to change anyone's mind. People change their mind over time with new information and new experiences. It's the only way it happens. I spent years trying to convert people to Bitcoin. It doesn't work. People find it when they're ready. And when they're ready, they can come to me. That's it. But I appreciate you, Lee. RUNE portfolio. Who has a RUNE portfolio? What's up, Savage Trades, Rabbit? Ooh, thank you, World of One, or Rabbit. Thank you, my friend. You guys keep reminding me of Bitcoin pairs. I have been streaming not Bitcoin pairs for so long that I just forget to bring them up. Because for a long time, nobody wanted to look at them. You know what? You may have just changed my mind here. Savage Trades coming in. Maybe coming in with a little alpha here that's going to change my mind. This might be one of the best examples of the value of looking at the BTC pair. Although this does look a lot like the USD pair, doesn't it? They do look kind of identical. Kind of identical. But there is something. So on the hour, the BTC pair might be signaling that I was not bullish enough. The BTC pair might be signaling that it is looking to at least retest the previous high. And here it is, using just the differences. We looked at it, RUNE BTC looks a lot like RUNE USD. Almost identical. However, right now, on a low time frame, it might be giving us a signal that we can extrapolate out to RUNE USD, possibly. And that is the BTC pair, or its value against Bitcoin, already made a higher high at this kind of critical time for the USD pair on a low time frame. Wow, there's too many lines, man. There we go. Right here. Lower high on the dollar. Right at that resistance. Reason to say I'm a little skeptical. Flipping it over to its value against Bitcoin, we can see that's actually breaking out already. It's already broken that high. It's already moving higher. We look at the day, the obvious place we would be looking for this to move to. Right up here. You can ignore all the zeros. Doesn't matter. Got support here. It's looking pretty clear. It's looking pretty clear to make this move up. Now that's 3% gain against Bitcoin. But what's important is that the USD value is right up against resistance. So that 3% might be enough to push it through that resistance. Both of these pairs are always at play. Whether you are aware of Bitcoin pairs or not, or trade them or not, these pairs are always in play because the big money, the old money. What a weird thing. Hey, look at that. The old money trades these. The old money is stacking Bitcoin. They're not stacking dollars, not getting rid of Bitcoin to get dollars. The old money in the space is stacking Bitcoin. If they were stacking dollars, they would not have any more Bitcoin. It's just how that works. Ooh, 1 minute looks strong. Gotta cut my beard again. Might see down here. Yeah. Ease bounce. Can get a little bounce here. 3775. Let's see. This is a stupid trade, but 7-1. 7-1 risk to reward. Let's see. 0.03% stop loss. This isn't our trade for today. We have a bigger one. All the way down at that daily open. If we see 37,250 hit, we'll know our long filled. Ooh. Ooh. Go, buddy. Go, candles, go. All right, Cass. Do I have Cass pulled up somewhere? I owe Cass a little update. It's been a while. I haven't changed my position at all. Haven't seen a big retracement on Cass that could be a sign of strength. This just looks like it's flagging. Kaspa just consolidating here. Lower highs, higher lows. Crunching the volatility. Engineering liquidity, whatever you want to call it. Nothing really happening there. Hourly's gonna roll over. 4 hour looks like crap though. Oh no. Oh no. 12 hour holding on by a hair. Daily looking good. Looking good if it get a nice close. All right, these are all filled. I think the daily looks good. VWAP is right coming up to that zero line. Money flow is not broken. It's low after setting a higher high. That's not bad. I would like to see a wick down to like 11.5 cents. I'd like to see this. That's what I'd like to see. Something like that. I'd like to see that just to clear that daily. I'd like those orders to be cleared. But, you know, we have seen this with Kaspa. The reason, remember guys, I don't know, it was like a week or two. How many days? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. About 2 weeks ago or something. I made a video that I sold my Kaspa. I didn't mean to sell as much as I did. I only meant to take a little profit. But that was right back here. Actually, no. It was like right here. I don't think it had hit 15 cents yet. So it did go higher. But the reason I sold some or took some profit wasn't because I feel differently about Kaspa or anything. One, it's just good trading practice to make that moon bag. When you have a position that's over 100% in profit, it's time to start debating your moon bag. Meaning selling it so that you can take your principal back out and remove all the risk from the position. But more importantly than that, Kaspa was being listed on Binance for perpetuals, not spot. And for me, after a meteoric rise up, few 100% in profit, perpetuals opening is a great reminder or a great signal to say, hey, should I take some profit? For whatever reason, you typically get different price action afterwards. And let's be real, it kind of is different. It is a little different. Since it broke out, it hasn't chilled sideways like this. We saw just a retracement from our 1618 extension. Just a retracement, just down lower lows before moving to our measured move target up here. This thing freaking nailed these targets. So the combination of it being at our measured move target, being heavily in profit, right near a psychological 15-cent level. All those things combined with perpetuals on Binance, I thought it was time. It doesn't mean the run's over. Nothing like that. But if this was just going to chill and do nothing for a while, it was going to be right after perps opened. I don't see anything wrong here. I would like to see a clear of longs simply because perps are open now down to 11.5 cents or maybe 10, but at the moment, that's not happening. We're just having higher lows, lower highs. You can call this a bull flag if you want. I don't think that the top is in for Kaspa. Though it could, like I said, very reasonably retrace to like 10 cents and then continue a run. BTC pair, really similar. Really similar. Actually, BTC pair, this is cool. Did what I'm talking about. That's cool. It did what I'm talking about on the daily, or what I wanted to see on the daily. Let me get all up in here. Check this out. Maybe this means we're not going to go for it, right? Maybe that means it's not as happening here. On the dollar pair, we had the daily open, order block, lower high. You came back to fill that daily fair value gap, and that's what I was talking about right here with that 11.5 cent. I would like to see that, but we already did it on the Bitcoin pair. It might not be needed. It's interesting. They're very similar, but kind of important differences. Spicy. Spicy. Let's go back to the corn. No! Yeah, that trade got wrecked. All right, here we are. Here we are. 786. Almost back to the trend line. This did not work out. Like I said, that wasn't our real trade for today anyway. Just threw that up. Our real trade's over here. Our patient, skilled, thought out trade. For some reason, it's gone. Oh well, hasn't failed yet. I can just place it back. right there at the daily open. Looking for a stop pretty much anywhere below our swing low on the 27th. Targeting 38.5 for a 2-to-1. Easy peasy. If it doesn't fill, it doesn't fill. I got alert on IOTA. Oh, God. Please don't get wrecked on this, guys. Please don't get wrecked on this. I guess that played out. Please no, IOTA. I don't really remember doing this, but I know I did it for Sharknado. Looks like we caught a nice little position here, 2-to-1 on AXL, whatever that is. Hasn't played out totally yet, but it is back to the daily high. I'd watch AXL. I don't own any. I don't know what it is. I don't know where you could get it or not. Never traded it. Never heard of it, but it is back to its high. It's back to, maybe it's all-time high. I don't know. No, not its all-time high, but it's back to this quarter high. I don't think this is all the history. I don't know. GBTC today struggling to put in a higher high. Not great. Oh, I didn't look at last stream's TA. So are those, did I just notice that those aren't the same? Nah, they're the same. This was the TA from the last live stream. Did a little updating on it. Last live stream. Nailed the entry. Reversed. So this is what I'm looking at here. We have a bunch of hourly kind of ugly candles, leaning bearish candles. We did have this trend line though. Didn't really come into play on the way up, but we have tapped it. We tapped it, moved to a new yearly high, and then fell back down. So I'm watching this pretty closely. This trend line still holding, at least for the moment. Right on that consolidation, right on that, like, let's call it a bear flag. But actually, it's not looking like a bear flag anymore. Haha, blinded. Where is it? Oh, yeah. Let's just add that trend line back. Is it right here? Yes, it is. There it is. Oh, God. Okay, lock. I thought I locked the other one. Okay. With this move up, with this while we were live price action, this is starting to look more like a flat top. When we looked at it originally, you even see this line, it was looking like a bear flag. With that move back to resistance here, holding this low, so maybe now is the right time to, well, now would have been the better time, I guess, to place that market. We don't like market trading here. 2.6. Maybe now's the better time right on this trend line. Because if you break your low, you're not looking at this pattern anymore. So that's what the whole trade would be engineered on. Something like that. But that move back to the high has made this, for me, a much clearer flat top looking pattern. Wherever you want to call the flat top is fine. Let's add this back and maybe go for the number 2 riggedy wrecked call of the day. Let's see. Oh, it's so sketchy though. It's so sketchy. It's coming for me, boys. It's coming for me. What time is it? 1:13. IOTA's still flying, kind of. I mean, it moved. It did move. 6%. All right, yeah, I'll give it to you. 6% in like 10 minutes is pretty big. My eyes, my beautiful eyes. Blur. All right, people are looking at blur. Blur. Blur, blur, blah, blah, blur, blur. Blugga, blur. But, actually hit it perfect. I thought we put a trade on this. Didn't we put a trade on this? TradingView keeps like deleting my my trades for some reason, these long positions. I don't know why it does it. You hit resistance. I know I said this. It's timestamped. I know I said this. You hit resistance. People were, Tom, should I go long at 65 cents on Blur? And no, we're at resistance. We have support below us. Lines up pretty well with 50 cents. This was resistance, tapped support, moved up, tapped support. Potentially. This one more actionable, Blur more actionable than many other charts we've seen today, in my opinion. You've returned to support. You've returned. 50 cents, 48.2. Stop loss, pretty sketchy because you have a bunch of inefficiency on the day on the way down, way up. So I'd probably just keep it tight, 44 cents-ish, and then just retarget 65 for a 3-to-1. See how this looks. Actually looks pretty good. I like this. I like the daily. I think it's going back to that. I think it's going to go back to 65 cents. Oh, yeah. Just below 45. Classic SR flip. See how it goes. I think Blur looks good. Below 44 cents, maybe I'd be out. For more patient people, 41.8. You have that weekly order block right here. Could be tested as support at some point. Hasn't been yet. Above 65 cents, if they can break it, move through. Say on a return to 65.8. You break through and you're looking for $1. Flat dollar. That's your measured move target as of right now. 88 cents was the low end. That is right around your 1618. Pretty spicy. Now my arrows are gone. I don't know what this chart is doing, man. It's like geeking out on me. Gold chilling. I'm surprised GBTC didn't hit a new high today. Did it? Or maybe it did very, very, very little. No, that was yesterday. Still more time in the day. Dollar looking like death. No! All right, it's still holding the low. It's still there. I'm getting skunked today. I shouldn't put any more long positions. The only one that worked out so far was the awful IOTA one. Market, blur, blur, blur. Hello and hugs from Brazil. How you doing, Rafael? Rafael. Join Discord. Discord can be scary, guys, but don't worry. It's not. It's not. It's not scary. What's up, Ava? Burkir, CG, Chinggis. Cryptoholic, I like that name. Good to see you. Crypto Paper Root, Gina's boyfriend. Still gonna fight you, Foxy. John. Mike Bennett, Nicholas Arena. Who else is here? Trio, Wiggins, Hippofire. Is there anybody out there who's tuned in today for the first time ever? Never seen our show. You're the only ones who probably didn't notice things are different today. I do see Martin G subscribe. Shout out to you, my friend. Sina Osvand, Albert Amegno, and RJ121. Bunch of new subscribers today. I like it. Yeah, LOL, Gina's boyfriend. I know. Corbin Holtzman, your first time? Cheers, brother. Cheers. Welcome. I'm always curious who actually sees us for the first time. YouTube sometimes doesn't show any new people our streams. We've been streaming here for 5 years, coming up on 5 years in May. We are a no shill, no FOMO, no fear, no FUD. Just crypto loving channel, man. That's it. I'm not trying to convince you of anything. I'm just sharing my analysis that I would do anyway if you weren't here. Recommend you join the Discord if you're new. Lots of educational resources in there. It's free. Good stuff. Keep up with the live streams. Man, I thought going live early would catch the spice. Foiled again, right? Where did we start? We started right here? We started right here? We are exactly at the price from when we started. Man, I thought I was so smart. I was like, well, all the moves seem to happen up into 1 o'clock. So if I go live early, we'll catch it. Nope. The curse remains. Bitcoin only moves when I finish the stream. Just the way it is, man. Just the way it be. Yeah, close this. All right. Maybe now we're cooking with fire. Cooking with gasoline. Really back to just 3783 is probably the better move. Went a little bit below the entry but didn't get stopped. Can we get the redemption? Can we get the redemption here? I think we get the redemption. Come on, 5 minutes. Just give up. Give up. Oh, this is very slow. Damn. I don't know. What do you guys think about the earlier stream time? Did you like it or not like it? Take a bio break real quick. True. When I get up and move away from the stream, a lot of the time it moves. What are the thoughts on the large rising wedge? Large rising wedge. How about in white? Large rising wedge in white. Ha 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 ha. That's what I should do. Whenever I have to do like an altcoin chart that I don't want to do, like some microcap no one cares about, I should just turn the chart on white and be like, this is your punishment. This is what you get for requesting the white chart, for requesting shit coins. That's probably how I would draw it. Probably how I would draw it. It exists. It exists. Could make it broader, but I don't see the point of that. Is this what you're looking at? This is what you're talking about? It exists. That it do. I mean, you combine that then with... Where are we? Combine that... Nope, that's not right. Guess here? Why is this different now? Is it a different exchange? Oh, because this is weekly. I was looking at monthly. Derp. Derp, derp, da derp. I was like, what's wrong here? Something's wrong. Here we go. Combine that then with monthly resistance at 38.5, right? I mean, logically, 30.4. Untested monthly resistance, not tested as support yet. I kind of like the charts on white, but you have to have blue light glasses on because it makes it much more palpable. 30.4, I think, lines up with a lot of retracements. Oh, I have to change everything on this indicator because I can't see it. Maybe I don't like white backgrounds. I mean, it's there. It implies, I would say, like 30.4. No matter how you draw it, it doesn't really matter how you draw it. I think this way is the most correct, though. Let's look. What's interesting is I don't really see this. I don't really see this happening before, right? I don't really see any wedge here. I don't really see anything. I guess you could maybe call this one like something, right? There's like something here that could be wedgy. Not very clean, not very good. It really just isn't a lot like it. It exists. That's my response. It exists, and this pattern, rising wedge, is a pattern we expect to break to the downside, right? Which is interesting because if we go to the day, we're also in a pattern that we would expect to break to the downside. Rising channel, rising parallel channel. So on the day, we have a local trend that we'd expect to break to the downside. And then on the higher time frames, you really have the same thing. The thoughts are, it's there, it's there. There's really, I don't know what else to say about it. Acknowledge it's there and create validation and invalidation points. It's the only approach. Back to red, or back to dark. Where the OG's at? What's up, Master Benny? Benny's here. He's an OG. All black everything. Thing. Something to watch, it is. So is the ascending channel. Absolutely. I went over it already. I always go over the bear scenario when it's there. I'm always going over it. What's up, DL? Joining for the first time. Can you explain to me like a kid what a Bitcoin is worth and how do you spend it? All right, well, Bitcoin's value or worth is just the most recent price it was bought at across exchanges. So right now, someone or something, it could be an automated thing, bought Bitcoin at 37,750. There you go. That's the price. That's the value right now in real time. How would you spend it? I assume you mean like spend it in dollars, right? Because in Bitcoin, when you send Bitcoin, we use the terminology spend. So if you just send it to a wallet, that's spending. But I think you mean in dollars. How would you spend it? Well, honestly, why? You probably wouldn't. Why would you? I don't understand. If people really wanted this, like, like transaction day to day, like buy a coffee with it, I don't understand it as someone who loves Bitcoin. I would never trade my Bitcoin, an asset that is the most appreciating bullish asset in human history. I would never trade that for a cup of coffee, right? That's what my dollars are for. But if you wanted to, what you would have to do is you would have to sell your Bitcoin on an exchange for dollars and then put that in your bank account. Now, there are some places that accept Bitcoin. You can spend it directly. There might even be payment processors like Strike that might, be middlemen and do that for you with less hassle. But that's it. The value, the dollar value of Bitcoin comes from its last traded or last bought price. Last market order, whatever the most previous market order is, whatever price that is. That's it. There's no other magic behind it. How would you spend it? That it can be complicated, but my question really would be, why would you? Why would you? You have the dollars, which are forever, indefinitely, since their inception, losing value. Then you have an asset that has, since its inception, gained value. Why would you trade it? Unless that's a hell of a coffee, man, right? What about fees? Fees. What about fees? Do you walk like an Egyptian? Mostafa El Deeb, love you, bro. I'm out of the game for a while. Just sending you love from Egypt. Shout out to Egypt. Shout out to all our Egyptian fans, man. Mostafa, my guy. I always say it. Taking breaks from charts in crypto is healthy. Do it. If you feel you need it, do it. Guess what? It will be here when you get back. And when you get back, I will be here. I don't get to take time off. I don't get to take breaks from the chart. But I'll be here. We'll leave the light on for you. Love it. Love it, guys. Do we have 420 likes yet? Could we just do that? It's like time to do that, right? I think it's time to do that. What a day. I live in the pyramids. Crypto shape, that's valid. There are people who will trade you for Bitcoin, obviously. And you've always really been able to buy Bitcoin mining hardware with Bitcoin. Like Bitmain has accepted it forever. You know what, guys? You know what? Even though we didn't get 420 likes, I'm still very satisfied. I hope you guys are satisfied today. Dollar doesn't look good. Gold looks good. Bitcoin, play in that will they, won't they game. Ooh, Jason Kasper is about to go live. Love Jason Kasper. My guy. I know he is live. YouTube's just being weird AF. You know what I'm going to do? Hold up. Fair enough. You guys should go check out Jason Kasper because it is time for us to end the stream. We will be live again. Don't worry. We'll be live again Friday for CherPow at 11 a.m. And watch, the second I say it, Bitcoin starts moving every time. Every time. Dude, it's wild. Whales, I know you like watching. There, guys, if you don't know, you don't have to believe it. There's lots of whales that watch this show, I swear. And they wait for me. They snipe me. They wait for me. Like, look at this. This is on the 1 minute chart. The second I said we're going to wrap it up, we'll be live Wednesday, it goes up. The second. Wouldn't be surprised if it keeps going. I'll put this chart in the Discord. You'll also get free BTC just by joining. I airdrop a little bit of sats to everybody in the Discord after every live. I appreciate you guys tuning in. Tune in Friday for CherPow. We'll be live again if things get really spicy. If we break our new yearly high at 38.5 today, we will be live. It's not out of the question. 420 likes, one more. Love you guys. Hope you enjoyed the different format. I'll see you Friday. Crown out.